Hi, I'm Kendra Onixxx.
And I'm Gia Ferrari, and you're watching the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 1, Episode 3,
BOUview! Zaddy! Welcome back, guys, and as you guys can see, we are menses.
We are menses today. We were feeling very butch today, very masculine, and so we decided, you know what? Fuck it.
Let's do it. This is literally the first time we've ever done BOUviews.
Yeah.
It's probably the last time we'll ever do a BOUview.
The last time. But you know what? You know what? Dan isn't gonna be able to clock our unglued laces now because we ain't wearing any. Oh.
So what is he gonna say now? You better run!
You better hide!
You better live!
I don't know the next line.
Well, we're here. Shut.
Fuck it. It's our show. So we do what we want.
As Gia says, it's her show. So it opens up, all the contestants are waiting in the dark on the side of the streets in LA.
It's dangerous.
It looks cold as hell. And they're like, I wonder who went home. And then up walked Xochitl and Mochilin. So she didn't go home. Then Melissa and Be Fierce.
She didn't go home.
And then Frankie comes walking up.
So yeah, Frankie comes walking up, and so it's deduced that Ursula is the one that got exterminated, which was, you know.
Deduced. Okay.
Come on, college.
She go to college. She go to college.
I go to, what's the name of that? What's the jingle? Oh, I can afford college.com. You remember
the
little commercial.
I literally just looked it up the other day. I kid you the fuck not. Hold on. It's gonna bother me if it is this one. Education Connection.
Yeah, Education Connection.
I should perform this. Put it to the mic.
Go up. Okay, so that's it. Okay,
Sponsored by Education Connection.
Girl.
Go to college for free.
Education, click the link down below.
So they jump into transportation, they travel and travel and travel to Death Valley, and they come out and they're issued their challenge, which is a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, so just like the witch challenge from a couple of weeks ago, we've seen that time and time again in Dragula. It's like a Dragula staple.
Yeah, absolutely.
The zombie challenge we've seen a few times already, so it's another Dragula staple. It's just, you know, it's a zombie, you know.
Zombies live in our world, like.
Yeah, so this was the first time we're seeing zombie, and it was just that, just do a zombie. However you want to do it, do a zombie. And I was excited watching this. I was like, okay, come on, zombie.
I love zombies.
Yeah, me too. I actually watch a lot of zombie movies. Resident Evil, Dawn of the Dead, the one where we're at the mall. Is that Dawn of the Dead? We're at the mall?
I believe it's Dawn of the Dead. It's Dawn of the Dead. I believe it's Dawn.
Yeah.
It's Dawn of the Dead. Wait, Gia says she's seen a movie.
Yeah, girl.
Look, we gotta go like this from now on when Gia sees a movie.
Hold on.
We won't do it a lot.
Resident Evil, Dawn of the Dead, World War Z.
That's such a good one. Gandhi.
I still can't take it to the dome someday. Ooh, I give good dome, but I can't take
Finish it!
Yeah. I can't chug. I can't even chug water. I can afford college.
I have so much barbecue sauce on the outside of this cup, or unless
it's tasty after snack.
After what?
After snack.
Did you burp when you said snack?
No, I didn't.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the floor show. So first up, we have Melissa Be Fierce, and she's like a very Mexican-inspired, the girl that I went to high school with. I was pregnant at 17. She had to go to the alternative class in the 700s at Gary.
Not the 700s.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. We went to high school.
So what do you think about her look?
I like the look. I like that she had like the Mexican dress with the green and the whites and the flowers, and her hair was cute. And so she was eating like her fetus. So she died pregnant, and she pulled that shit out. Like, oh, there's a live thing in there.
Very Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, where she gives birth in the mall. And
Did you get a reference?
I do.
Guess we should drink again.
I love it.
Is this gonna be the drunkest episode?
Maybe
for you?
next movie reference will finish it. Anyway,
Apparently, she know a lot about zombies. Who knew?
she was eating the
Features.
she was eating the features. The features.
The features.
The only thing I will say is that I'm not the biggest fan of this like prosthetic on Melissa.
Okay.
I feel like instead of doing a whole face prosthetic and then, you know, drawing wounds around that, she should have just drawn individual wounds and made her actual skin maybe that yellow tone. Because you can see like her real lips under her fake lips.
Uh-huh.
And so other than that, I mean, the look is really great. What did you think?
I do like the look also. I agree with the face. But I mean, they wanted Melissa to get ugly and grimy and grungy. And Melissa gave them what they wanted.
I mean, she attempted.
My only discrepancy is that the umbilical cord is coming from the stomach. Wouldn't it come from the poussoir?
It would come from the poussoir. Unless she ripped open her own stomach to get to the womb.
Okay.
And she pulled it out. You know, anatomy.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe she did do that. But I mean, you know, I'm giving this one thumb.
I'm also gonna give it one thumb because it's a great concept, a great look. That prosthetic for me was not it.
But we all knew this girl in high school in the 700s.
In the 700.
We all
Gary
knew her.
High School, class 2008, class of?
1982.
That's actually when she was born, but you know.
I was not born in 82. Don't do me.
So next up we have Meatball. What do you think of Meatball's?
I loved this look. Okay, so full disclosure. I based my ghost look, the dress, off of this.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Like 100%. I guess that's why I was on the bottom too.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying. But I love this look. Her hair is done. The makeup, you know, is Meatball. The costume is cute. My favorite part is when she's like, and then the hand falls off.
Oh.
I thought that was so funny.
That was
Once
cute.
again, she's like tapping into that camp, the funny, raunchy nastiness that I love.
Yeah, I thought it was a good look. Like you said, the makeup is Meatball.
Yes.
But the hair looks great. It's
The hair is
very
done.
Elizabethan, Victorian.
Very done.
Very,
let them eat cake.
Sure.
Very let them eat these cakes. Very split it open and eat these cakes.
Yeah, but it was a put together look. It had some, you know, moments that it was like it could have been a little more fully realized, but I thought it was great. I'm gonna give it one thumb.
I'm gonna give it 2.
Okay, work.
So up next we have Loros. And what do you think about Loros's look?
So Laura, she came out as like a rabbit in an insane asylum with beat makeup, because her makeup's always beat.
Oh yeah,
her makeup.
This makeup is Disney.
But so she mentioned that it was like
anime-esque.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get zombie from it. I'm not too familiar. I mean, my Duolingo is in Japanese.
Believe it or not, Gia doesn't watch anime.
I don't really watch a lot of anime, so I don't know if she was referencing a very specific thing. But I didn't get zombie from this at all.
This is the chate of the episode today. This, I guess, every season has that what the fuck are they thinking look. And this is what the fuck are they thinking look for me.
Yeah, it was
Little old Kenneth Hampton, not even Kendra Onixxx today. Little old Kenneth Hampton. The makeup is great. The prosthetics are amazing. The costume is great. But why? How does this correlate with the challenge?
Yeah, like I feel okay. So I like
How?
Loris she likes to think outside the box, but I think this was like outside.
This is outside the square.
She was on the other side of the
This is
world.
outside the triangle.
She stepped out the box and then she walked a few blocks and then she got on a bus and she took it to the metro station in LA.
And they dropped her off.
She got to LAX and she flew on a plane all the way across the world. So now she's in Japan where anime is big. And she saw this anime where there was a rabbit that was in an insane asylum. And she said,
Let's make that a zombie.
I mean, like she like did like a blood thing where she was dripping blood, but other than that, like no, I saw a white.
It's not a zombie. If you know what, if she based this on Banicula. Do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember that? Okay, so it was a vampiric bunny, but it was a book. And I know that's really weird. It was like a 80s, 90s thing.
Oh, yeah, girl.
So if
Before my time.
Bitch, you were born in the 80s.
I was born 1990. Don't do it.
Are you really?
I was conceived in the 80s, but I was born
Okay, so you were conceived in the 80s. But it's called Banicula. If you know, you know. And it's a vampiric bunny. So if she based this off of that, technically a vampire is a zombie.
Okay, yeah, they're...
But this ain't.
I give it 2 thumbs also down. Sorry, girl. Piping words. So next up, we have Foxy Ajouet. And what you think of Miss Foxy Ajouet?
Okay. I actually like this look.
Okay.
I wish it was a little more distressed because she started the distressing up here, which I love the décolletage of the outfit. I love the quartet, but like the skirt apparatus thing, it was just there. It was cute. It could have been slashed up. It could have been more dingy. Her prosthetic was good. 'Twas not blended into her skin. It was very much, this is gonna sound shady, but it was very much like, you know, when you go to Spirit Halloween, it's like missing eye.
Yes.
Or animal slash. Like that is very that. She went boop. I do think she added that eye, which is a cool touch. I wish the hair was a little more fucked up. Cause I mean, if your eye is hanging out, I'm sure your hair ain't still gonna be braided in a updo.
Yeah, so I think I like the hair on its own. The prosthetic, cute on its own. From here to here, cute on its own. The skirt, cute on its own. I just feel like it was just like a big mishmash of just
hodgepodge.
Yeah, random ideas that she just threw.
It was
on.
a baloney. It was the baloney of costumes.
It was something. It was something.
Don't do her. It was not that bad.
Okay, it wasn't terrible.
It was. I don't think it was. Like I think it's so cute. It's like a little touch of her personal style by putting the little bow tie on with the pels.
I didn't think it was terrible. I feel it didn't have a very clear idea.
Okay.
Concise, like point of view. Like it was just.
Or as the Boulets like to say, it was one of the more quieter performances.
So what do you give this look?
Surprisingly, I give this 2 thumbs up. I feel like it was detrimental to her to start doubting her talent that episode because that definitely fed into her piss poor performance. Cause if she was like, bitch, I'm about to sell this motherfucking shit. I'm about to kill this. Da 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 da. Even Melissa told her, she's all, don't bring that energy into your performance because it's gonna show, and it did, 100%. Cause this is not a bad look. It's not. It's really fucking not.
However, you give it 2 thumbs up. I'm gonna give it 1 thumb down.
And everybody go be like, oh, she just did that because she black. Da, da, da. Or what's some dude's name?
Dan.
Dan the hater. Is it really Dan the hater or is it just Dan?
It's just Dan.
Oh, okay. So Dan the hater will probably say something, but I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm gonna give it 1 thumb down just because, like you said, it wasn't a terrible look. I just feel like it was just a big hodgepodge of conglomeration of just shit thrown together, and like, then we put an eyeball, make a zombie.
And Dan, we would like to send you an open invitation to come down to BOUview with us anytime you want.
Yeah, come sit with us and just, you know, glue your lace yourself, and we'll see how it goes.
You're more than welcome to.
Thank you.
So next up, we have Miss Xochitl Matthews. And what did you think about their look?
I thought Xochitl's look, it was cute. So she was doing like a pop star, basically. I really like the neon hair.
Loved the neon hair.
Her look was really cute. The way she was just pulling the intestines out, and I feel like she was really like just given. Like she was
feeling her zombie fantasies. It was good.
Okay.
You know what? There is no side. It was good. It was something that I had never thought of, like a pop star zombie girl. And I liked it. I love the colors. Even the neon colors popped in the daylight. So like imagine how much they would pop at night. I loved it. I want to give this look 2 thumbs. Gonna give it 2 thumbs.
I'm also gonna give it 2 thumbs. Zochila, Mochila, you did.
Zochi Lane Matthews, you did great.
I would buy that pop star album.
So next up we have Miss Francesca Dumais Dubois Shabatate Alize Shuta Shanaka Mokiata Boncrisha Doom. And what'd you think about her look?
Francesca Dumais Alize Shabatate
Shuta Shanaka Mokiata Boncrisha.
Shuta Shabata Mokiata Bonquisha. Almost there. Doom. Miss Thing. I thought this look was the outfit, the leotard.
That bad?
Okay, so the leotard itself, it looked store-bought. It had that fabric-y, like the fabric that you buy at the store, that it had that look to it. The hair was kind of just thrown on. I didn't feel it had any, and she had like a nurse's hat. Was she a nurse? Is that what she was going for?
I think she was a zombie nurse that was bitten in Resident Evil that caused her to mutate into a creature / zombie nurse character with shitty hair.
Shitty hair. The teeth prosthetic, like the teeth itself, like they look spooky. That's scary. I wish it would have been a little better blended right here up on the top of the nose. But I mean the teeth like that. I mean, if she did, what did she use? Nails probably. That's a lot of fucking nails. That's like a whole.
That's like a whole pack.
Girl, 2 packs. That's what she do.
And those nails were expensive. Back in those days, look, I said it again, but back in those days, they were, cause we could buy those now for like what, 99 cents.
Yeah.
But back then, those nails were hard to find.
They really were, girl.
Trust me.
Her claws on the hands, those are cute.
I love the claws. The claws are clawing. They're not regular hands, which hence the mutation for me. But I agree, the mouthpiece is, to me, little old Kenneth Hampton, it looks like a piece of black duct tape. Is it duct tape or is it duct tape?
Duct.
So then why is there a duck on the package?
Okay, so on its own, it's like chapstick. This is actually called lip balm. But we all refer to it as chapstick. You use Burt's Bees, but you'll say, "Oh, let me get some chapstick." I
don't use no Burt's Bees.
Whatever you use, but it ain't chapstick.
I use Cormac.
Duct tape. Duct tape is the item. Duct tape.
Okay,
but
duct
there's a brand,
tape is the item.
But there's a brand called duct tape.
Okay, the more you know.
I used to sell it at Home Depot in the paint department.
We used to work with Alex Jones.
Oh, yes. Alex
His
Jones.
handles will be right here.
He worked in the garden department. I worked in paint, and he would always walk by and look at me, and I would always be like, but we never hooked up.
He would look at you.
He would. He would look at me in my direction.
Oh, okay, so what we know so far about Gia is if it's a dick, she goes suck it. So was he really looking at you? Or was he looking at you like, hi, coworker? Or was he looking at you like...
Guess we'll never know. We gotta go back in time 10 years and find out.
If I could turn back time,
if I could find a way.
I don't know that fucking song.
Me either.
So,
yes.
You used to work with Alex Jones.
Yes.
That's how we found out he did porn.
I'm fucking gagged. Who's that?
Oh, girl, we'll show you after.
We'll show you.
Amateur. So yes, to me it looks like a strip of black duct tape that was keeping it on, which, you know. And she had those plastic titties on again that were just like, which I get, because, you know, she could have incorporated that into her zombiness, had them jumbling around, but alas, she didn't. So I'm gonna give this look, and you are right, this looks like the nurse costume from, once again, Spirit Halloween, that was like sexy nurse.
Yeah.
But she turned it into like sexy zombie nurse. One thumb.
But we can do side thumbs up in this bitch. So I'm gonna...
You have a lot of side thumb supporters. Not me.
I'm gonna give what would have been a side thumb. I'm gonna flip it down and give it 1 thumb down.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs down.
Fuck!
Sorry for.
You think this is on the same level as Loris's?
I mean, Loris's, her makeup was stamped. She didn't have duct tape over her nose. Her prosthetic was on.
Cut and print. Beautiful, guys.
So next up, we have Vander Von Odd. What did you think of Vander's look?
I loved Vander's look. From headpiece to toe, it was a fully realized character. She had the skull mask with the with the bones coming out of the chest, the skeleton hand, the bones coming out of the legs. I just wished, I have to nitpick because this is a very perfect look for me. I wish she could have done that skull detail with makeup. And that would have showed up, because that was one of her critiques in the critiquing part of the fucking show, that they want to see the artistry of her makeup.
Yeah. Yeah, because when they were waiting for like their vans that were going to take them to Death Valley, you know, before they found out the challenge, she just happened to have the makeup down here.
Eureka.
And so, yeah, she literally had no makeup up here. So it would have been nice to see her do that skull look with makeup or just like with prosthetics on her actual face. But this was a very good look. Just the way the bones are coming out throughout the outfit. The pearls looked very beautiful. The color in her mouth.
Food coloring.
Girl, this is a really a very hauntingly beautiful look.
Yeah, and all the bones matched. Like the color, like she distressed the mask, like she distressed the cade, like she distressed the fingers, like she distressed, excuse me, I slipped, my tongue is thick. Like she did the FEMA and shit.
Yeah, the FEMA. So I really liked how all the other contestants, like they were like what we usually think of zombies, were, you know, just freshly turned zombies that have like cuts and bruises or whatever the fuck. But she is a long dead zombie.
Oh, long dead.
Yeah, she's bones now, but she's still going and trying to eat and consume. And I that's what I liked about her, that she wasn't the usual zombies that we see. Freshly turned, you know, with just a little bit of rotting flesh. She was bones. She was more bones than she was skin.
What always puzzles me about zombie movies is I always ask myself, like, when do the zombies stop eating? Then you turn, and then you're The Walking Dead. Because it always differs. Even in one movie, the time frame always differs. Like somebody will be big, and then 5 seconds. But if it's the main character, they can last the whole movie. But then you'll see another zombie that's like a torso, and then you'll see another zombie over here that's like a fully person with like one bite.
Girl.
Like the time frame never manifests.
I mean, you know, but Vander looks great. She's bones, and she's still going. And I'm gonna give Vander Von Odd 2 thumbs up.
I'm gonna go ahead and give her. No, I'm just playing 2.
Oh my God.
Y'all
2 thumbs up in the anus.
So after they do the floor show, the Boulets gather all the contestants together, and they're all, "You thought you were done. We're getting the sun a little bit more for this acting salon." So pretty much the acting salon was a zombie attack.
A zombie attack on Ian DeVogler.
Ian DeVogler right here.
Follow him, he is
He is the original Boulet boy, their assistant. That's my sister. G used to have a crush on you.
I might still.
But I love Ian.
Me too.
That's my sissy.
I love Ian.
I love my sister.
He's so freaking gay is what he is. And I just love
Ian
that.
is unapologetically queer, and I love that.
But yeah, so for this acting challenge, they had to do an attack on this very helpless, demure,
shirtless man in the desert.
Who was probably getting sunburned as fuck here. He should have at least worn like SPF.
I'm pretty sure he had on SPF 100.
Yeah, I hope. So first up, we have Melissa Be Fierce. And so Ian is in a car. He's trying to like fix this broken down car. I'm like, Mama, there are no windows. You ain't fixing this shit.
Or steering wheel.
Girl. But Melissa comes and she's like sniffing. And then she like smells Ian. Probably his ripe ass pits.
Oh.
Maybe. I mean, some people are into that.
I mean, you know.
And she comes running, and she just starts devouring and eating Ian, and like, oh, we're gonna. And Melissa.
Melissa goes 100 for these acting challenges.
Well, she gonna act. She gonna act. She watched.
And then she not only pulls him out of the car, she gets the umbilical cord, puts it around his neck, pulls him out of the car.
With the baby still attached.
Okay.
Like, here, we're gonna eat your ass.
And then just chomps on the invertebrant.
Invertebrant.
And then next up for the acting challenge, we have Francesca Dumais. And her scene is like, Ian's looking for water. And I guess there's a trash can there, so he's looking for water. And then there's a door, and then Francesca goes, zombie Frankie, through the door.
And I think it's funny how she's like pushing through the door, but she don't fit, so she just grabs it and pulls it.
Yeah, Frankie smash. And Frankie chases his ass with fucking heels.
Oh, and she's eating that. Oh, and that ass is jiggling.
And she's eating the ass. He's like twerking it on the camera. It's so funny.
It was so good. Frankie's was so
good. This is camp.
So next up we have Loris, and she's just like sitting there going, because she's a rabbit.
And Ian has on a shirt.
Yeah, Ian comes out with a shirt on, and he looks very handsome with that shirt. And then we have this very realistic looking hand, and he's like, hey, little rabbit. And then she just pulls the rabbit hand and just is eating the hand, and it's like, okay, bye. And he just runs off with an arm, and then, it was cute.
And then next up in the acting challenge, we have Miss Foxy Ajwe. And poor little Ian, dang, Ian is he's getting fucked up this episode. He's just walking by, and then Foxy Ajwe comes out of the thickets, bites him, and then she starts to like bite his lips.
It's just like,
and then I think Ian's dead, but then he goes.
So next up we have Xochi Mochi, and so Ian is sitting somewhere like wrapping his
womb.
Feet. He has nice soles. Ian, follow my page. What? Anyway, so Xochi comes out and just runs and just eats him, and it's just, Ian's just going through it this episode.
Ian is really going through it. Him and them little black shorts, he should have put on like a tank top at least, because by the end his back is bleeding, and I don't think that's stage blood. And then the next up is Meatball. She too blasts to the door, chases Ian, and she says, you know what? I ain't hungry today. She flip him over, rides the dick, slaps him, and continues to ride the dick until he's dead. Death
God, it's so
by
funny.
dick.
And Ian's just, Ian,
I'm taking it. He's taking it. He was a trooper.
I'm gonna give
Ian
the Oscar. I'm gonna give
2 thumbs up.
Ian gets 2 thumbs up.
Ian gets 2 thumbs up.
Girl. So then for Vander, Ian, he finds a van and he finds one Kirkland water bottle. And he pulls it out and he's drinking it. He pours it on himself and spits the water. Oh,
it's like a
so fucking sexy
moment.
And then Vander comes out and starts to eat him, and he's just like, Ian.
On this scene, however, as soon as Ian falls on his back, the legs go up, and then Vander has no choice but to take a little nibble of that crap.
And you've been in there with applesauce.
Applesauce, I did. It was warm. Ian's crack, not the applesauce. Ian, let's do it again. I might be one of the only Dragula girls that's eating Ian's butt.
So the highest episode were Vander Von Odd, Melissa B. Fierce, Francesca Dumais, and Xanderson Cooper. What did you think? Did you agree?
I do agree with that. I think Meatball should have been in the highs, but she was just literally middle of the pack.
I think Frankie maybe should have just been safe.
Yeah.
I don't think she should have been high.
She probably was high.
She probably was.
No, she probably was drunk, most likely.
But the winner ended up being Vander Von Odd.
Yes, 100%.
Very well deserved. Very well deserved. Her look was great.
It was impeccable.
Yeah, so the lows ended up being...
What I will say about Vander's look was, it was a little clean.
A little.
For somebody to be like a rotted corpse that's so rotted that your bones should have been a little more weathered.
Mm-hmm. You weather beaten
like your forehead.
Bitch. Can we go get Bodhi?
Why do you have that?
I need more. Let's go to the strip mall you go to and get Bodhi.
Ooh, the strip mall that I go to?
No, that he goes to.
Corona.
Yeah, I'm not going to no strip mall. We can go to My Lady.
Let's go.
When do you want to go?
I've been asking you.
So the lady that does my face, her name is Carly. She owns Speakeasy Aesthetics, and we'll go. Her handle will be right here. She's given me microdermabrasion, Botox, fillers, CBD, something. She just worked on the skin, okay?
And I'm gonna go there soon, so you're gonna see me looking at this. My scalp is
this is after being burnt the fuck up. Second degree burn, 75% of my face.
Flawless.
I wish. Anywho, so the bottom three are Laura's. Well, the bottom two are Loris and Foxy Ajwe. And then the Boulets, the first gag of the season, they say, Vander, please step forward.
What did they say?
Vander, please step forward. And then she does. And then they're all, well, we love your look. We want to see the grit, the nasty, the filth. And then they ask her to participate in the extermination challenge, which, befitting, is eating brains.
Eating brains. And they look like raw brains.
And Vander says, I'll do it.
Fuck it.
So they give them 3 portions of brains. And they say go. Vander and Foxy immediately slam their faces into the brains. No one's using hands. Just nah. Loris decides, she looks dead in camera and says, I have been vegan by choice for 2 years. And damn it, I don't want to go home tonight. And then she starts ripping off her costume.
She's like,
she rips off her prosthetic.
And
Mind
she's
you,
taking her time.
Everyone else is eating
They're like
at
halfway
this
done
time.
with her food, and she's like, not tonight.
Literally, I feel like it was a ploy so she didn't have to eat as much. Because she went down and went...
She
Like, she took a Squidward bite. She took a Squidward bite of brains. And in my opinion, I think Laura should have gone home.
I think so too, because Vander and Foxy were going.
They were going in.
They were
even
eating.
Foxy even started eating Vander's brains.
Yeah, and Laura's just said, you know what? Let me
Not
give it a
tonight.
spill. Which was an iconic thing. I mean, it's
iconic. It's iconic.
But I do think that based off of this extermination challenge, both Foxy and Vander showed we got what it takes.
Tenacity.
And Loris, it should have been Hermst.
It should have been Hermst.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Foxy was the one killed.
She started the black girl curse of going home third. Get off me. And it still rings true to this day. You're gone.
She gone.
Bye.
And by Foxy, she was like, look, she found dollars and she was like, ooh, let me get a trail of dollars. She ended up in the freezer at the Winco, and they shut the door on her, and she was frozen, and like her hair was like, they were getting like frost on her, but
she was frostbitten.
Mm-hmm. And so she's
very like Saw, because I know you've seen Saw
1, 2, and half of 3. And
I think is it Saw 3? Saw 3, where the guy is still grieving his son's death. So all of his traps have to do with somebody that was involved in the son's death. And then there's one death trap that the girl, she's like stuck in the freezer and keeps getting hit by water. But the only way to save her is he has to reach the key in the back of the freezer, but he had to burn himself a little bit because it's cold as shit. And then it keeps blasting her with water, but it's cold, so she ends up freezing to death. That's what Foxy did.
Yes, I did not see that Saw, but that's what she did.
I think that's 3. Is that 3?
I saw part of 3.
Or is that 4?
There must have been 4 beyond.
5?
Or 6 or 7, or...
I'm sure Dan will tell us.
Dan, let us know down in the comments below. Which Saw movie was that?
So that's the episode.
Let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Dan will be looking out for you. We know that you're always the first one commenting at 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m. Well, look out.
Yeah, but this is a good episode. Just let us know. Let us know what you thought of that burp. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell so that you're always notified while we're filming. And enjoy this, because this is the one and only time you're ever going to see us at a Dragula BOUview, Miss Mama.
Unless I'm on another season, which I doubt.
I mean, you might be the Jujubee Dragula.
We'll see. What if it's like Dragula versus the world?
Girl.
Dragula versus the underworld.
Girl, and you still make it to episode 3.
And you still don't make it on nothing.
Around me are familiar faces.
Bye. The fuck? We done. That was it. No, we have to bring Wig in here. They need to see Wig. His growth progress.
Okay, he's getting taller.
This is little Wiglet.
He's growing.
He looks the same size to me.
He does. How old is he now?
He was born November 29th.
The same as my niece. My goddaughter, actually. I was asked to be a godfather.
Look at him.
Right.
He's so cute, my little baby.
Oh my god.
My little baby.
Let me hold him.
My little baby.
Next time I'll bring my baby and you'll see my churro. He's like 30 pounds of fat, but...
I love his little hairless tummy.
So cute. Oh, you smell...
Yeah, he stinks.
You
He needs a bath. Okay, so he lives with his brothers and sisters still because they're still for sale. There's 3 of them left. 1 female, 2 males. So if you guys want a pup,
let us know.
Let a bitch know.
Below.
But look at him, he has like little double chins like me.
Oh my god.
Look at them, look.
When he contours his chin, he's gonna go like this.
We don't match. We don't match.
He's a mix of me and you. White and brown.
You ain't white, motherfucker. Get my baby.
Bitch, according to my 23andMe.
And we'll see you guys later.
Bye. I don't sound as good as you, but nipple. Ooh, goodbye.